Good morning, Jays. It is Thursday, December 7th. I'm Princess Joni Roosevelt.
And I'm Victoria Southall. Today, Hailey Stevenson will give us Throwback Thursday, Jackson Ogden will update us on the weather, and Josh Gregory will update us on the sports.
All of that and so much more coming up next. This is KLHS. You know, Victoria, it's almost finals time and everyone is getting ready for it.
Yeah, I know I am. I'm trying to work toward that 4.0 GPA.
Right. Well, there is a treat for some students this year for their academic career. Everyone with a 3.75 GPA, no ISS or OSS consequences, and a 95% attendance rate should check their emails for an invitation to an academic breakfast on the 12th for freshmen and sophomores and the 14th for juniors and seniors.
You need to fill out the form in your email today, and the event will be held in room 301 in the library from 7:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock a.m., and snacks will be provided for you.
Talking about snacks, after this short break, we will go over to my girl, Hailey, who will give us a little bit of a throwback.
So the Otis Spunkmeyer Cookie Sale is a fundraiser for the leadership class, and we are selling Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. There will be sugar cookies, chocolate chip, and double chocolate chip. One is for $125 and two is for $2. We're also selling peppermint hot chocolate with whipped cream, candy canes, and peppermint sprinkles on top. So that's $1. It will be sold in the concession stands by the field house. And there's also a Spirit Week that week, so stay tuned to Twitter and check for updates around the school with flyers.
Good morning.
Hello and happy December 7th, Jays. Many of you may or may not know, on this day in 1941, Pearl Harbor was bombed. This was a surprise attack at a military base in Hawaii by the Japanese Air Force, and this would lead to our involvement in World War II. In 1972, the last Apollo moon mission was launched. The crew on board took the iconic blue marble photograph as they were leaving Earth. Also on this day in 1988, a huge 6.9 earthquake in Spatak, Armenia kills 50,000 people and leaves up to 500,000 homeless. The damages sadly took more than 10 years to repair. And happy birthday to Jim Morrison, the lead singer of the band The Doors. They achieved worldwide stardom in the 1960s. Morrison sadly passed away in 1971 and he was buried in France. His grave, however, is one of the only to be gated off in order to stop crazy fans from being, well, crazy. This has been Throwback Thursday with Hailey Stevenson. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Hailey, for that very interesting Throwback Thursday.
Yes, very, very informative. In other Blue Jay news, the Lego Builders Club is hosting a toy drive.
The Lego Club will be accepting toy donations for Toys for Tots. All toys must be new and unwrapped.
Please bring donations to Lego Club Room 200 at Liberty Hour on Thursdays. You may also bring the donations to Mr. McDonald or Jared Wilson in Room 200 any day during school hours, November 29th through December 14th.
Well, let's kick it over to Josh to see what's going on in the sports world. Josh?
Thanks, guys. What's up, Jays? Last night, number 2, Kansas and Florida both lost to unranked teams. Kansas was number 2, and like I said, Florida was number 5. Chances of that happening was 0.46. Chiefs cornerback Marcus Peters got suspended for 1 game for throwing the flag into the stands. That is a big loss to the Chiefs since they are playing the Raiders this Sunday. In other sports news, our boys varsity basketball team has a game against Washington at 3:15 today, and the CNB Invitational at Leavenworth High School. And the Sapphires are hosting their annual KC competition. Come support our varsity Sapphires this Saturday at 12:36 and 3:54. This season in the NBA, there has been tons of injuries, so now let's toss it over to KLHS reporters Katie Benhart and Isaac Miller to hear about NBA injuries.
Some big-time players and playmakers have been struck with injury in this 2017 NBA basketball season, forcing teams to adapt and try and stay successful throughout the season until their return. Golden State Warriors' Steph Curry averages 26 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game, and is known for his weak ankles, recently spraining his ankle, leaving him out 2 to 3 games. Thankfully, he won't be gone for long, but if he was, it would just be up to his other stacked starting 5 to stay successful. Anthony Davis is one of the only main stars other than DeMarcus Cousins on the New Orleans Pelicans, averaging 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block a game. He currently has a groin injury and will be monitored day to day. Without him, it's going to be up to the rest of the team to help run the ball and definitely utilize Cousins. John Wall is out due to knee injury for about 2 weeks. He knocked knees during practice, and the team has not been operating well with him gone. Hopefully soon they will get in a rhythm and start working together all around. And this year was supposed to be Jabari Parker's standout year, but due to his ACL tear, we are definitely patiently awaiting his return. That's all I have for you today. This has been Katie Benhart and Isaac Miller reporting for KLHS.
Now that you have been caught up in sports, Joni, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Josh. Now let's toss it over to my boy Jackson Ogden, who's going to keep us up with what's going on with weather this week. Jackson?
Thank you, Joni. Today is going to be cold, as you all know, with a high of 34 and a low of 21, which is actually a lie because it is currently 18 degrees, so that just proves you gotta trust me and not your phone. This weekend is gonna get all the way up to 55 and only dip below 25, which is pretty good for December. Since it is Throwback Thursday, I decided to find what the weather was like on this date years ago. In 1988, an outbreak of a cold Arctic air brought up to 18 inches of snow to the Colorado Rockies, with 14 inches at Boulder, Colorado, and 7 inches at Denver. Well, this is the last time you're going to get my weather analysis this semester, but don't you worry, I've got some great things in store for next semester. Reporting for KLHS, this has been the Ogden Weather Report.
Thanks, Jackson. Now if everyone could please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now that's all we have for you today, Jays. From KLHS, this has been Victoria Southall, Josh Gregory, Haley Stevenson, Jackson Ogden, and all of our amazing production crew. I'm Princess Joni Rosebell. Have a great Thursday, Jays.